Hello students, welcome to the e-learning online classes presented by Southern Global School. I am Mr. Farooq Said and today I am going to teach you subject Social Science Standard 7 chapter 1st 2 big states second part Vatapi King Pulakesi second. So in the previous that I taught you about the King Harshvardhan and his kingdom about the Kannauj. Now, in this online class, today I'm going to teach you about the Vatapi King Pulakesi II. So, when King Hers was ruling over his empire in North India, Pulakesi II was ruling in South India. He had earlier defeated Hers. Okay, so earlier that King Hers has a very big elephant army, but the King Hers was defeated by the King Pulakesi II. So that is why he was first suffering for the defeat by the King Pulakesi II. Now route to Thon. So the king of the Chalukya means it is known as also Solanki. Chalukya dynasty established a vast empire in South India which they ruled from their capital at Vatapi. And the Chalukya dynasty's capital was known as Vatapi Badami. Now it is known as Karnataka. In the present it is known as Karnataka. The king of the Chalukya Solanki dynasty established a vast, very big, huge empire. Okay, in the South India, which they ruled from their capital at the Vatapi Badami, Karnataka. Pulakesi first. It was ruled by the Pulakesi first. A green king of the Chalukya dynasty performed the Aswamedh Yagna. Aswamedh Yagna, all of you familiar about the when you have seen the Ramayana. In the Ramayana, that Lord Rama also performed the Aswamedh Yagna. Aswamedh Yagna, that one very big adorn horse with the precious ornaments and the jewelry, and there is a on the horse there is a one flag of the respective the emperor, and from which region or from the which province or the from which town this horse was, that region, province or the state has accept or the surrender to that empire. And if they are not accepting that supremacy, so they have to fought against the empire. Okay, this is called the Aswamedh Yagna. So his flag had the symbol of Varah avatar, that Lord Varah. Okay, so his flag has the symbol of the Varah avatar. That question can be asked in the simple, in the short question, that what is the represent on the flag of the Chalukya dynasty. So there was a Varah avatar symbols represent on the Chalukya dynasty. Now his sons Kirtivarma, Pulakesi first son Kirtivarma ascended the throne after him. And after the Pulakesi first, that Kirtivarma ascended the throne, he was succeeded by his brother Mangales, who built the Grand Vishnu temple at Vatapi. And Mangales also built very big and the famous temple at the Vatapi. It is known as the Vishnu temple. After him, righteous Pulakesi II became king and ruled over the empire for about 30 years. So this is the route to Thon. There was a first Chalukya dynasty. There was a king Pulakesi first. He had two sons. Okay, and from that ascending that Kirtivarma and Mangles, they both became the king. And after them, Pulakesi II became the king, and he ruled over the Chalukya dynasty, and he ruled over the empire Chalukya dynasty about 30 years. Pulakesi II was not only a great warrior. Now Pulakesi II, he was not only great warrior but also a lover of arts. He loved arts too much. Literature, painting, dance, music. He was a lover of art. The cave of Vatapi and Dharapuri were built during his reign. Okay, the cave of Vatapi and Dharapuri. These two very famous caves were built during the Pulakesi II. The famous cave murals of Ajanta were also painted at that time, and the caves of the mural and Ajanta were also painted at that time. In his travels, Huan Sang visited the court of Pulakesi II and has given a vivid account of its grandeur. Okay, and during the as it is that Pulakesi during the Harshvardhan also that Huan Sang visited that Harshvardhan region. He stayed there for many of the years and he studied the Buddhism. As it is, the Huan Sang also visited to Pulakesi II, okay, and he had given a vivid account of its grandeur. The kings of the Chalukya dynasty were followers of Hinduism. Now they were the followers of Hinduism. During this time, Buddhism went into decline while the Digambar Jain sect gained popularity. Now you all know, okay, there is a Buddhism went into decline, and the while the Digambar Jain sect gained popularity. In the Jain there are the two sects, Digambar and the Svetambar. Okay, so Digambar are called that who are not wearing a clothes. They are believe that all the four directions are their clothes. Okay, and the Svetambar, the follower of the Svetambar, okay, the people who are following the Svetambar sect, Jain sect, they are wearing a sweet white clothes. That is why they are called the Svetambar. Okay, so during the Pulakesi second region, that Buddhism went into decline. That popularity of Buddhism what was declined, but Digambar means Jain religions got the popularity. Harshvardhan and Pulakesi II were contemporary ruler. Both were ruled at the same time. It is called the contemporary. दोनों एक ही समय में हो चुके. That is why the Harshvardhan and Pulakesi II were the contemporary ruler. However, Harsh fought fewer battle as compared to Pulakesi. Okay, but Harshvardhan fought a very fewer battle. Okay, he was not fought as much as battle as for the Pulakesi II. So, who continued waging wars, he finally met his end in 1642. See, and at the end that he was also ended in a conflict with the Pallav king of Kanchipuram. King Harshvardhan died 5 years after him. Okay, Pulakesi II fought many of the battles more than the Harshvardhan, and he also continued his battles. He also wanted to ascend, okay, his empire, but while he was waging the wars, that finally he met his and he was died in the war 1642 conflict with the Pallav king of Kanchipuram, and the King Harshvardhan also died after 5 years of him. And after the 5 years of the Pulakesi II death, King Harshvardhan also died. Okay, so let us see here the exercise. So students, in the previous that you have written about that study of the map status of the Harshvardhan and Pulakesi II, note down the major cities and the river which are the highlighted with the red color, and whom did the hustings of the freeing after ascending the throne, that is also here written, and name the place where written by Emperor Harshvardhan. Now another we'll see that second, what was the differences between Pulakesi II and Harsh's personality. So as we see that both were believed in to extend their empire, but both were in the religious belief was difference. Harsh was a very good ruler, and he was also administered very good administration system. He has established in his kingdom. Okay, he divided his routine into the three types of the route. Okay, as well as that King Pulakesi II, he was also the not only the warrior, he was also the lover of the art too. Okay, he built many of the caves also, okay, at the Vatapi, Dharapuri. Okay, that is also previous question. As it is King Harshvardhan also, he was also lover of art, and he was also very good donator. Okay, he was donating that things to the people as his treasury was emptied till his treasury was not emptied. So this is then question 3 says, so why did Yuan Sang carry books, relics and the statues back with him to China? So he took this all because our culture, our ancient culture was rich in the literature, and the all texts were written. That is why to know the knowledge about our cultural, that is why he took this all the carry with him. Okay, then number 6, which caves were constructed during the Pulakesi second region? So as I said that Vatapi and Dharapuri caves were constructed during the Pulakesi second king. Okay, so I hope all of you understood all this first lesson. Okay, if you not understand, then you can ask me the questions in the personally if any doubt. Okay, Thank you. Bye.